Governor DeSantis praised passage of Missy's law, but said lawmakers didn't go far enough. He called on them to impeach the judge who sent Daniel Spencer home pending sentencing.
This was an outrage. This was such an easy call to make sure that this guy was put behind bars, and this judge refused to do it, knowing the risks, and the result has obviously been a tragedy.
Just hours later, Florida's Attorney General James Uthmeier calling for Judge Tiffany Baker's impeachment as well. He sent a letter to the State House Speaker directing him to begin impeachment proceedings under a constitutional article covering misdemeanors in office. We have reached out to Judge Baker, the Second Circuit's chief judge, and court administrators for comment on this. They say that Florida's Code of Judicial Conduct bars them from commenting on any pending cases. The head of Florida's Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers says they're disappointed with these calls for impeachment and said the judge was not made aware of previous allegations of abuse at the Spencers' home.
Just yesterday, Daniel Spencer's attorney asked the judge in his murder case to declare Florida's death penalty unconstitutional and asked that jurors receive a special instruction on mercy. He is set to stand trial in June. His wife, Chloe, also charged with Missy's murder. She has a status hearing in May. Both are facing the death penalty.